The meal is ready.
The meal?
As you can see, the others, our special guests, are already there. I am very glad that you want to be here for this celebration of Alb's strength.
You want to eat that?
Most people don't understand this at first, but this really does have not just flavor, but strength. The Elex, concentrated by their minds, will help us feel what it is to be a true Alb. It feeds our strength. Here, I prepared this soup from the heads you brought me. Their brains may have been pitiful in life, but they concentrated the Elex they were given. Now, that Elex becomes ours.
You're a cannibal?
Can you honestly say you aren't? Many soldiers have turned to eating the flesh of the fallen if they are cut off in battle. My unit became stranded in the mountains, surrounded by clerics. My comrades fell one by one. I was starving. The Elex was leaching from my body, just as it has from yours. I was given a chance to survive, and those bodies would have been cast into the converter to recover the Elex from them. So why not eat them there and then? Nutrition, Elex, they kept me alive. They kept me an Alb.
That's the real reason you were thrown out of Zakor, isn't it?
Short-sighted stupidity. So what if I ate the bodies of fallen soldiers? So what if it was more than once? All I did was remove the need for a converter.
So that's why you wanted me to bring you those heads.
I told you our plans were aligned. You got your information, didn't you?
And you got this by eating their brain?
Of course not. You can't read dead minds. I'd been to all those places myself.
So you lied to me.
What are you, a vegetarian? If you kill an animal, would you leave it to rot rather than eat it? I don't kill Albs to eat them. I'm not crazy. But if they're dead, they can make me stronger. They can make us strong.
You seriously want me to eat that?
If you want to turn down good food, that's up to you. Or are you judging me like they did in Zakor? Are you going to try to force me from this camp?
That depends. Are you going to try and eat me?
Commander Jax, favored servant of the hybrid. You must have a lot of Elex in that brain of yours. But I only eat what I kill. Are you going to make me kill you?
How about you stop eating people and work with me? If you really are only eating for nutrition and Elex, then what if I could show you an animal with concentrated Elex in it?
What animal? There's only one animal I can think of.
Tell me where it is, and I will help you.
You would?
So tell me, where can we search?
I've heard of a Cyclops. It's rumored to have its own following of mutants that hunt out Elex for it.
Then I'll bring you the Cyclops' heart. But one thing before I do. Never lie to me again.
Yes. I have found it hard to find people I can trust.
Good.
Very well. But trust goes two ways.
If I wanted you dead, you already would be.
Perhaps.
We've got this far without killing each other. Here's the Cyclops' heart.
There. The ultimate ingredient.
Great. Happy dining. About your meal.
Yes?
I hope you enjoy it, but don't expect me to eat it.
Are you sure? You don't know what you're missing.
I think I do.
We're not likely to find a delicacy like this again. You should take advantage of this opportunity. Trust me, you'll like it.
Very well. I'll try it.
Good. You won't regret it. I'll begin my preparations now. You know where to find me.
Good stuff, asshole.
should go back to Origin.
Yeah.
I know Zakor. I'm ready to go there.
All right. We're close to the Elex. The Elex. I can hear it everywhere. It's overwhelming.
That must be the Elex the Alps have collected in the Ice Palace.
There must be huge amounts of it there. And yet for all their efforts, they've missed a concentration of Elex here in Zakor. I'll follow the trail, but I will need you to watch my back again, okay? Come on. I want to get out of here as quickly as we can. We'll have to get up there somehow, I'm afraid. Stay close to me. We aren't alone.
This won't work. Too easy.
Just give me some spade. Okay, I'm ready. That was difficult. As if it had been processed by Alb converter.
What does that mean?
Conscious or not, the Elex is changing us. The Elex in Adan is polarized one way. It's similar to mana. I hadn't felt that before, but I can now. Especially now I can feel how similar the Elex here is to processed Elex.
The Elex in Zakor is different from the Elex in Adan?
Yeah. We've picked up on these differences and made more Elex that's the same. I think it changes our thoughts, too. Rational, emotional? It's tuned to us and us to it. Processed, organized here. Raw, unaligned mana in Adan. That Elex changes the people it interacts with.
Do you know of any other?
I'm not sure yet. Let me think. I'll see if I can... I've got a bad feeling.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. That was great. bad feeling about this place.
Even great men fall when the power of Elex is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexitor. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the Elex that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the Elex that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
It's nothing I can't control. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help? And what exactly is it that you think I can...
I need weapons, and a way to improve my fighting strength.
Elex withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Help me reach the ice.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a renegade will attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
Feelings and remorse are irrelevant. They are soldiers. If they die doing their duty.
That is our way, determined and logical. However, the fact remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their positions in Zakor. Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the free people rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that better than I do. The security of the Ice Palace matters greatly to the Albs.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Alb. Elex must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fortifications in great numbers if something interferes with the directive.
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of Elex into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
The converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so, but the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of the Free People. Losses have been high, and the Free People have become more organized, at least within their fact. Some converters have maintenance issues, or have been shut down, like the one in Eden. But none of that is helpful as long as enough Elex is still reaching.
Why were you You were an Elexitor, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor.
Tarek, the first Elexitor, is following a course with the other Alexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You cooperate with the Free.
with some. They judge you for your deeds as an Elex.
They fear you.
Yes, as I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me, but I have kept my identity from most. I want to live in peace here.
Tell me more about your past at the ice.
I already told you. I have...
You can't deceive. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader, Sestak, told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the Hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
It doesn't matter what I think. Logic tells me he is correct.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death.
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You are more powerful than you are. You speak of Elex withdrawal and the doubt that plagued, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence, or your So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zarda. You didn't stop consuming Elex when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength. You can still cast magic.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here?
And what is it that you want, Jack? We all must find our own path as this world changes.
So you do want...
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable for an alb.
For me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies. You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the Hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the Hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The Hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
And who should rule the Albs? You? It seems many in Zakor are beginning to question the Hybrid's rule, but none have given me answers. None have said what the Hybrid's plan is, or how they think they can better it. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While First Alexator Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the Hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it will be the ruin of our people.
Ruin?
You know the directive requires all Elex He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our... But what will be left of our world at the end of this? All Elex means exactly that. All the Elex. But do you think that the Hybrid will ever be satisfied?
So you think the Hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the Hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for Elex will just... No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the Hybrid will only have one source of Elex left. The First Alexator Tarek is too blinded by the... But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the Hybrid will extract the remaining Elex from us.
We should go. It's dangerous here.